Alright, this was just a quick screenshot from some of the footage I got. And I'm just going to cut right to the chase. Here it is coming up out of the clouds. And, I had some live the audio from Cape Canaveral where they're blabbing away and all the experiments that's going to be done on this thing and how it's going to benefit mankind. I mean, geez, if you would have heard some of the things that they were saying, it was like, really? Adidas is going to go up there and study the ankle or whatever to make better footwear for down here. Shouldn't they be testing them on Earth where, we got weight on them, not in gravity or whatever? But I learned a big lesson too on this. My SD card was almost filled to the limit. Actually, I filled it to the limit because I got to a certain point and then my camera shut off. But I honed in back on it again later on. But this first few minutes here was really the best part. I do lose it here for a second. You'll see. But what's really interesting is what comes after this separation. And then, how they always have the booster rocket? Well, I also had my infrared camera running, and I also was doing a time lapse all at the same time that I'll add with this, but I'll speed it up, so it doesn't take quite as long. Right here I lose it kind of. I was like, oh man, where'd it go? Where'd it go? So I have to back out. I'm backing out. I'm looking for it. And I use the eyepiece too because sometimes that's the easiest way to find this thing. And then check this out as I zoom in on it. Whoa, I'm like, what kind of fuel are they burning to leave a fireball like that? I mean, this is really weird. And then, you see there's the booster rocket shooting off to the right. And I actually start following it because I wasn't sure which one it was going to be. And then, of course, as I'm following this, it'll go out on me, and then I say, "Oh wow, what's going on here?" What did I catch? I must not be following the right part, And I look to the left, and I seen the other one. And this is about the time where I say, "Oh shit, it went out." So I must be on the wrong one. I look over and I see the other one, and I start to zoom in on it, and then my camera just shuts off. It says can no longer record. Yeah, right here. It shuts off. Up. I start it up again. Of course, I lose it. I started up again right away, and I knew right then. I was like, man, I forgot to download all the crap I had on my SD card already. So it was full, and it wasn't a big card. But here I zoom in on it again, and basically all you see is this little dot. It rises for a little while, and then, of course, like always, they start falling back down to the ground. And, they say that they gotta, waste all this fuel to get up on a trajectory, like almost level with Earth, in order to escape our atmosphere. But, I have to question whether or not they're actually getting out of the atmosphere. Because just from my perspective, I would think that you would see it maybe, go off at a 45-degree angle, and you just see that sucker going straight up until, boom, it's out of here. But no, we don't see it like that. It's just like a jet plane that just gets so high, and it flies off into the horizon, and it looks like it, goes down over the curvature. But anybody knows that really you just lose all the information there at a certain point because all the convergence, everything, you just cannot see past a certain point. Plain and simple. You just can't see that far. But, on the days we can see far, we can see pretty darn far. Too far for a geometric horizon. But again, here it shuts off on me again. I will say, all right. And then here's where I catch part of the booster rocket heading back. Now it's harder to see, in this, but in the time lapse and in the infrared, which the infrared wasn't all that great. It did go out of focus, and then it came back into focus, and it did really good. And then after it, you could see the booster rocket come back. Now this is still the here I whip over to. This is going to be the supposed booster rocket going back. And I'll tell you, that thing has to be falling at a heck of a rate. Alright, here, let me get on to this other part.
Power and telemetry nominal.
At T plus 45 seconds, Falcon 9 has cleared the towers, and the final Dragon 1 flight is underway. Everything looking nominal for
Falcon 9 is
stage 1.
supersonic.
Heard the call out that
Supersonic.
Vehicle is experiencing maximum dynamic pressure.
There we heard the call out for max Q. Coming up next are 5 events that will be happening in rapid succession. Main engine cutoff, or as you'll see in the event tracker on the bottom of your screen,
going to the
MECO.
left.
Then stage separation, second engine start, or SES-1, followed by a boost back burn of the first stage and Dragon nose cone deploy. Main engine cutoff, or MECO, is where all 9 M1D engines on first stage will shut down. This is immediately followed by stage separation, where the first and second stages will separate. A few seconds later, MVAC, or the M Merlin vacuum engine on the second stage, will ignite and begin to boost Dragon to low Earth orbit.
Remember, folks, this is 115 miles away.
All happening in quick succession. Let's tune in.
Stage separation.
And there on the right-hand side of your screen, and by the cheers and the crowd behind me, we have visual confirmation of second engine start as that warm glow begins to build around the MVAC nozzle. On the left-hand side of your screen, we have an amazing visual of the first stage as it is performing its boost back burn. Now, this is the first of 3 maneuvers that the first stage will be performing. As Jesse mentioned earlier, we will be landing back at landing
Two
zone 1
pieces going
on the
up.
coast of Florida at Cape Canaveral. So the
On your left-hand screen, this is a view from the first stage. You can see Earth with all the lights lighting up the ground.
Yeah.
Once that entry burn begins, we should be able to see that
Oh, wait a
light
minute.
up that screen on the left
Look
side.
at this.
Stage 1 entry burn startup.
And there it is. Entry burn has started. This burn will last about 20 seconds long.
Huh.
Again, as I mentioned earlier, there's those bright fins that you
it
can see
went
on your
out
left-hand
again.
screen near the top of the
That
first
was the
stage.
burn coming
That's
back.
guiding the vehicle.
I just want to say that, yeah, this is funky, the out of focus deal that was going on with the infrared. But I just want to say that, I've filmed a bunch of these and I've never seen the booster going back like that. So I don't know if they just started adding this in or what. But, you be the judge. My best part is the time lapse here. I'm going to put that on last. And, hope you enjoyed. Thanks a lot for watching. Okay, this was a 10-minute time lapse, slowed 0.20 times, just to make it a little more interesting. I wish I had the camera up just a little bit higher and more to the right, or even zoomed back a little bit. Hopefully next time I do this, I'll have it zoomed back and be able to catch more of it, and hopefully know which direction it will go in. But there you have it. And then you'll see the supposedly booster come flying back here. And thanks a lot for watching. Y'all have a good night.